Hey guys. Okay, I have a message for someone. It's someone specific. It doesn't mean that it's just one person. Um, Yesterday I got this like overwhelming feeling of almost kind of like anxiety, but like thinking about past things and like kind of this impatience or like this need to know my path. It, it wasn't my energy. And I just want to say, if anybody's been feeling anxiety, always do remember that we're in a full moon, so it does it affects us all, as far as I'm concerned, whether people are doing magic and things like that, um, or not. I know for myself personally, I feel usually a lot of energy. Like I'll get a burst of energy whenever there's a full moon. That feels more like I just feel like this life, like if I'm on my way out doing something, or I don't know. But this was a distinct feeling, maybe a little lost. There was just like a rush, like a haste kind of feeling. So right after having that feeling, I started to get a download. And then I was told to just sometimes, like, if I feel like I need a message or there's a message for me, I'll just open my Bible to a random page. And a lot of times, more times than not, if not all times, there is something specific to what it is, like, that I was needing, an answer that I was needing. So I did that, and I want to share with you kind of how it okay, so this was probably about late in the evening, and the reason I say that, I woke up from a nap. I was feeling very drained. I know that I kind of napped because I thought it was later in the night, but my room is kind of dark and the blinds are closed. But the cats, they kind of go through, they're like the waterfall kind of blinds. So sometimes when they go through it, like one of them was kind of propped open. And I mean, I kind of got up, my Bible was right there. So I opened it up and I just focused on the very first, it opened to Psalms. Focused on the first one that I saw, which was 77. I can't speak now, apparently. But I'm reading it it's pretty dark. And I'm kind of like at the edge of my bed to where I think, it was a TV. It might have been the glow from the TV or something that was on, but there was some light within the room that was like, I was able to kind of read the words. So I'm reading the entire Psalms. And then when I get to the end of it, where it hits verse 19 and 20, the sunlight from the blinds that was open, a beam of light hit that verse. And there was another one that I actually read that was a message for me. So I'm not going to share that one because I know specifically this one is the one I'm supposed to share. But there was another one that, because the light came in and then the sun, like, it went away. And then I was reading another one that was an answer to something that I had asked personally. And the light came back in again and shone on the exact message that I needed. But that hasn't happened before. That was really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So I highlighted this because I just thought I should. Maybe because the sunlight it was literally just right on that part. So what did I write? Hold on one second. So someone might have been asking, like, what is their path? Feeling lost, like, what is this? Why am I on the right path? What is my path? Like, somebody's been asking that. And I wrote to, I don't remember, I don't read my Bible, full disclosure, anywhere near as much as I should. I don't know all the stories by heart, but I wrote maybe that you might want to look up the book of Moses and Aaron. It's mentioned in the psalm that I'm going to read. And what I remember writing was specifically, if you don't know the stories, to look up the story if you have some time, but focus more on the faith that they held through these trials that they went through. Moses is like kind of popping out to me a lot more, but I have my glasses ready because I cannot see this. Okay, so it says, the way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Thou leadest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Now I'm trying to get the exact message that I got when I read this. So what is my path? Thy way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters. It's this mystery, right? But it is intentional mystery because it's the way that God works so magically and so intentionally and so for you and your purpose distinctly. So sometimes it's more about the faith and the trust that you have in the moment that you're in right now. What can you do through? I also got remember the past. Remember the struggles that kept you strong in your faith. Those struggles that when you recovered from them, it was so miraculous that in that moment you knew God. You were so close that your faith was more, there was no fear, there was no doubt, nothing could happen. Even death would be at that time. Like you are a person that knows God, that knows how he works, the magical and mysterious ways in which he works. You've been through a lot, and there's been a weight on you. Now, I do want to remind you of the full moon and that all energy is not your energy. And always search and kind of feel out, is this coming from me? I do feel that this person, like it is coming from you, this feeling, because this message is, it's made for you. Like, the way that I got it, if it wasn't your energy, it wouldn't be this kind of a message. So with you feeling lost and feeling like you are, specifically, like there's a concern of, have you strayed from your path? You're wondering, like, if you did something wrong, if you've been delusional, if somehow you just haven't been following your faith like you thought that you have. That is not the case. Like, the fact that you're questioning that and searching that way just shows where your heart is, where your mind is, where your concern is. But your guides, the Holy Spirit, doesn't want you to worry and feel like you're not doing enough. It just shows how genuine you are, that these are your concerns. But we can always remember to surrender and to ask these questions, but never to go into that loop and like dwell and like feel like we've done something wrong, right? So the way is in the sea. So what is my path? Right? Yeah. What is my path? I'm feeling lost. What is my path? So this is a guidance just highlighting the faith that, not that you once had, but the faith that you have. And sometimes in life, we can just forget. Like, there's so many distractions, there's so many things happening all the time. And this is a very energetic world. So, it's okay to not always feel like, you might not always feel the presence of the Holy Spirit. Doesn't mean that God isn't always with you. So with the way is in the sea and thy path in the great waters, what I get is, I feel like it says so much while it's being maybe mysterious, maybe vague, but not. It's because the sea is so vast, and so mysterious and wild, and just, it's ancient, and I mean, just makes up most of the planet that we live on. So the way it's prominent. Like, your way is prominent. It's in your faith, though. It's like you don't have to see every step of the way. You have to just trust and keep yourself grounded in your faith. When you can't see the way, acknowledging God, acknowledging that there is a way that has been set out for you, and turning to Him to guide you, and then trusting that you have the discernment and the history, the knowledge that you've already learned to not falter. And even if you did stumble a little bit, God is not going to let you fall, and you always regain your footing and come back stronger. So even when you do seemingly fall, it's because there's a lesson in it. It's because it's supposed to allow, that lesson allows more room for you to hold more, if that makes sense. So the way is in the sea. It just is, I don't know how to really, though, because the way that I see it, like that one sentence, it can sound very frustrating to someone that's looking for a specific, distinct answer. But the way, I don't know exactly how to say it the way that I feel it, but it's like, oh, the way is in the sea? Well, I'm good. Like, because it's reminding you that you don't have to be able to know and see every next step. It's reminding you that the way is in God's hands, the creator of the sea, the creator of all things. You are on your path at all times. And when, even because I can trace back to the times that, my faith wasn't strong. I definitely didn't feel like I was on my path, but I was. And that goes back to when I said, remember times and things that you've been through, and the way that God came through for you in a way that you knew there was a God, and you swore to yourself you would never question it again, because like in those moments you knew. The things in those past times, we couldn't see, what was coming next. But those of us who, as time goes on, most of us can look back and go to a time where we couldn't see, but look back and know that we were exactly where we needed to be, that even those what were seemingly bad choices allowed us the capacity to well, have discernment, to have to strengthen our faith, but to hold more compassion for others as well, because there's an awareness, there's room that has been made to fill something that we didn't even know was like a void, that we didn't even know was there until this happened, and then we overcame it, and then you are just more full. It just, by default, you get through things and you're stronger. So the way is in the sea, to me, I see that as reminding you that you know the way, that the way is in your Creator, in that highest vibration of love, in the Holy Spirit that lives within you, meaning that anything that you need to know, you look within, you turn to God, you surrender, and your answers will be there. They're going to be downloaded to you. They're going to be confirmed in your waking life. You're going to see them in a dream, but you're going to get the answers, and you'll get them as many times as you need to be able to absorb it. So the way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters. And your path, what is my path? Your path is in the great waters. What makes up the sea? Am I able to, I hope that I'm able to deliver this in a way that makes some sense. And your footsteps are not known. Clearly, because you're feeling lost. You're feeling like you're worrying if you stumbled off the path, off your path. But your footsteps don't need to be known. And this reminds me of the, in the scripture, I don't know, you could look it up, because like I said, I don't know my Bible the way. I can't just call things out and then give you the name and the verse unless I'm reading it right in front of me. But trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. There was another, that's kind of what it goes back to. It's going back to your faith and understanding that the one that created you, that created all things, knows your purpose. And you will know your purpose when that time comes. And until then, you are on it. You're on track. You're alive. You're blessed. You have so many things. Get back to your gratitude. Get back to being grounded. Get back to your faith, that strong faith that you already hold, because you've already embodied it, which means you can go back there. You know what it looks like. You know what it feels like. And you just need to speak it over your life. You know how when you're getting a download, or when you're speaking something and you're on the right path, and you get this light inside of you, and it's like your vibration instantly goes up. You know the things that you say, that you do, that makes you feel that. So get back to that. Sorry, my nose is running. So the way is in the waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Thou leadest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. So again, how God works in mysterious ways. I'm trying to remember, because that's why I said, of course, look up the stories for yourself. But Moses in particular, I know that he was given and delivered the 10 Commandments. But before that, I know that he had gone through a lot of trials, and he led the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. But there was something specific that I'm trying to remember, if I remember correctly. It's in the irony. That's not really irony, but just that when God intend something, what I'm trying to get at is that no one can take it from you when it's yours. Even if they delay it, that delay, it really is because you're meant to learn something in that window of a delay. Because I remember I would even get kind of upset when I would hear people say, like, people can only delay your purpose. They can't take it from you or whatever. But I don't want to be delayed. But the thing is, it's the delay is orchestrated. Because it's like, hold up, you got to learn something right here. Hold up, there's something for you right here. You know, it's like in the video game, every level, and you like you get more to like get you more powerful. I feel like, ugh. Okay, so there's something specific that I'm trying to grip right now, from the story of Moses. Oh, because I said irony, not really irony, but because if I remember correctly, and that's why I always like, because I can misspeak and make mistakes, that's why I always say back it up for yourself and look into it. But for the purpose of what I'm trying to express, I believe that Moses was saved because the oh my gosh, the king of Egypt wanted to have him killed, so there was an order to basically slaughter all the babies, the boys. And his mother set him in a waterproof basket but saved his life. And specifically what I'm trying to get at is that the king's own daughter, I believe, is who found Moses and raised him as a prince of Egypt as her own. So the very king that tried to have him killed, he wound up being raised as an Egyptian prince under that king's own roof. You see what I mean? Like, what I'm basically getting at is just that is so particular. That is deliberate. There was many things that could have happened for Moses to be saved. You know, if God wants him saved, he would be saved. But God not only saved him, but had him grow up as Egyptian royalty under the king's own roof. To me, I mean, it's not irony. It is precise. It's intentional. And it is kind of in your face. You know what I mean? It's just how God shows, what he wants is what will be. And when evil tries to stop it or change it by delivering wickedness onto his children, there's just no way. And it's really in your face to me. It was that specific part that I wanted to remember. And I hope I said it right, but it will still give my purpose, even if it's wrong, because it's the story, it's the idea of how intentional God is. And the reason that I wanted to highlight how intentional he is because I want whoever's watching this to know that you cannot your path cannot be stolen from you. It can only be given up. And you're not going to give it up. You're not going to do it accidentally if that's what your fear is, because God knows your heart and he knows your desire. And it's more for you not to be in fear, because when you feel this lost feeling, when you start to waver and feel like, am I straying from my path? Am I, that is allowing some fear in. And it's allowing it in where it doesn't belong, because fear it has a purpose for us to protect us. like if you get a gut feeling in a certain moment, you know, it could be anxiety, but it could be, depending on what that feeling is, you know, your guide's telling you, hey, heads up, pay attention to this, you know, to protect you. But this is not. This is, it could be very well projected, but it's something that has been like encompassing your emotions. And so it's just to remember that the God that created you, the God that rescued you so many times, the God that has got you to this point is not going to abandon you now. And it's really just to remind you, maybe if you do have time, go and read these stories, because I did write that if you do look into the story of Moses and Aaron, that it's specifically to follow their faith. It is meant to inspire you. Remember your own faith to also inspire yourself to remember what you've already overcome. And, you know, God's got you. So that was that. I mean, okay, I don't know if I should stop it and then come back and do a reading. I did start to shuffle, and I got one card that came out. It's Voodoo in reverse. It was in reverse, right? And instantly it was, I got like I heard like release. So it is, I think it's meant to let you know that you are not, you're protected, you're shielded. I don't want that many cards, so I'm not going to continue shuffling. With these, they piled up together, so it shows that you've been moving on from something that could have broken you or seemingly, but you're not broken because you're here now. So you might have had some health concerns. What's going on? I want to make this short because the message, it was like blah, like hard for me to spit it out. So it's already been about a half hour. But it's okay. I'm all right. I'll come back on if need be. All right, so someone's been, okay, you could be releasing concern, or someone else is concerned. I almost get like somebody's reaching out with, oh, this is bothering me, with these cards. I'm actually getting someone reaching out to you. But I hear irony again. I'm getting that the person that's reaching out to you wanted you to reach out to them for help. They wanted you in some kind of a desolate, like, need. I see health concern in the reverse, and then with legal upright and courthouse upright, I'm wondering if you have news. Oh man, I might have to keep pulling. What is happening? I should have just done this on another. All right, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, hold on. Wait, there's more. Oh. Okay, so we have love spell and high honor in reverse, and now it's starting to come. Now it's starting to come together. But whoa, this is like, I feel like things are shaking up. A person of absolutely no integrity did issue out a love spell to you. This is the person that wanted you to reach out in need, coming to them. Hi, I miss you. It's been a long time. The small talk, and then they wanted you to like unload all of your problems and woes onto them. They wanted you to be in a position that you really needed them. They've been concerned about where you're living. They're concerned about you moving on with, that voodoo in reverse that started the message that it's blocked. They're aware. So this person has been intentionally doing things to you. I don't know for how long. But you're protected from it. I think whatever lessons that you had to learn that had you subjected you to kind of have to endure some of what was happening, the spell work that was being sent to you, it was for lessons. And once you learned those lessons, you were protected and you were shielded and you protected yourself. You did not turn out with the love spell and the high honor in reverse. And then I have sweetheart in the upright, but I'm getting like somebody that loves themselves, nurtures themselves, someone that is divine, a divine being, and you protect yourself and your discernment is on point. So, but all that you are was meant to be taken from you, and they're concerned because it wasn't, but they wanted you concerned. They wanted you worried in poverty. They wanted, and there's a house that is like, I don't know, but collective. There's a house that's just standing here in between, and I feel, this could be you moving. Because I almost feel like she was like, deuces. Like, even these two fingers are kind of bent. Like, she's like, Deuces. Like, I just feel like you're doing your thing, moving on. I mean, there's no, it says freedom, 1 mile, 10 miles? Oh boy. Let me see. 10 miles. That's not far. I saw 1 mile, so that's even closer. It's like this didn't even phase you. Because it's almost like this was instant. Like, they like bashed you in some way, and then you were like, okay, deuces. Like, it was literally consecutive like that. And then instantly this was blocked. And this person is like watching the clock, and they're concerned because now they know that it's been blocked. 33 on this card. Now they know that it's been blocked. And now this person is where they wanted you to be, and they're wanting to reach out to you, but they don't know what they're going to say. Hello? Hi. Hey. They really don't know what they're going to say. I don't think, honestly, this is what the person wants to do, reach out to you, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they have the guts. I mean, they definitely lack the mental capacity to be able to, because if they reach out, it's not in a good way, and they're not the kind of person that wants to eat shit, or they don't want you to know that they are anyway. I'm trying to get what the health concern, legal, and then courthouse. I don't know if like authorities might be contacting you regarding someone else, because it's not you. I mean, you could have, if you had a health concern, you're either healed and taken off, and maybe the health concern held you back. Maybe it delayed you from being able to move, and then you got news like you're okay. But I also am receiving that this is someone else, and that there is legal actions that have been taken toward a person, and that this poverty can be illness, and that this person, that's why I'm getting from this card, I'm getting like reaching out. It can be this person wanting to come to you like as a friend, like just calling to shoot the breeze and see how you're doing, but really they want to open a door because they have an illness that I feel they have been using as a weapon, because that's like this is in reverse. So when I first saw it, and I was like, if this was you, I think maybe you like had tests done, and just to make sure like you're all right, and maybe you had a health scare, maybe because of the attacks and spell work you actually felt ill, and so maybe you already know that this person's ill, or you suspect that. And so, because this is someone from your past, and I do get that this is present, kind of present energy. You could be on your way moving right now, or you've recently moved. But with the voodoo in reverse, that was blocked, but it's past. But right, like, I do feel that some legal action was taken because this person is ill. Because even with this, I was getting two energies, like I said, and it's more from this person. And then with the legal and courthouse, I do believe they might have been weaponizing an illness and then wanting to, because they're so worried, and I keep seeing the clock, and they're so worried about the fact that you're moving on. It's like they can't stand the idea of you getting away. This, I just get like a joke. Whatever they were doing here, like it was just a complete joke. Like it's like, please don't even talk about that. It was done, but it was a joke. That didn't touch you. Maybe like a little, but not really. So on the bottom of this deck, I did want to read. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again, and I choose love. Okay, let's get one more from this. Maybe just one more from this, and I'll pull some more of these cards. I think that was, I had it there with the, excuse me, was supposed to go with the message that I started the video. And I choose to learn through love. Yeah. And from this card, that's definitely, clearly what you've been doing. So this could be confirmation. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Love, 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 love. All these cards do not talk about love, but my goodness, there's a lot I'm seeing. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. And I was talking about God's miracles. Everything's love, love. Oh, collective, you're good. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Like I was talking about fear, and these were meant to come out like that. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. I almost want to just end it there. I think, I meant to read that with the message I started it with, but then I saw the the voodoo in reverse. I do feel like this is just maybe to confirm that someone is facing legal action because they have whatever they meant for you, they've been doing to other people, and someone's been being watched. There's been a record, and you were removed from the situation. The way that I see the house and the sweetheart and the moving on and the abuse, it feels like it was just like instantly you were like, whoa, and then you were like, okay, I'm out of here. And you just took off. So it wasn't even like, I don't get this heavy, like, yeah, you went through stuff. But the way that I'm getting it here is like in the I can't speak. The gram. In the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things, that was so small. Like what you went through, where you're going, because the abuse card, it has no weight. It feels like literally like if you got hit in the head with a tomato and then went home and took a shower and you were fine. And I know that's not what happened. I know you went through a lot. But what they're showing me in this message is for what is coming for you, this energy that I'm feeling, it's like that abuse card is so minute, it's so small, it's like nothing compared to what you have. At least that's how you're going to look at it. I think that your future is so bright. So much is coming to you that is just of substance and value and love, because that is, it's just love, 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 love. So I feel like when you look back at everything, you're just gonna see the bad things. It's gonna seem like it was just a dream. I mean, I could, just for kicks and giggles, I can pull one more card, but I really think that's the message. Hang on. I gotta break these in. Oh. Okay. This is somebody I'm getting that's in the cut. Just the way he's standing and the energy that I get from this. And again, hearts, 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 love, love, love. That makes sense. So there is someone that is going to be coming and speaking with you. Okay, just a little more. Just a little bit more. Let's just see. Just not much. We'll do another reading. I said I wasn't gonna. Fine. Evil eye and blocked. In reverse, you're not blocked. There's no evil eye. Everything is clear. Your path is clear. Yes, your path that you have. I felt like this should be upright. It's enamor in reverse, but we'll see. I don't know. I was feeling like I should flip it. There's a twin flame. Divine feminine in reverse. Unbothered. Animosity in reverse. Oh, I'm getting like that, like one the other, one the other, one the other. There is a feminine energy that is not wanting this to happen. But there's this nice guy that's coming. Someone's coming to talk to you. Somebody, I get like an adoration. I get like a very thoughtful, there's a sweetness to the card with the nice guy energy on it. Like, this is somebody very thoughtful. I'm not even getting as much like love, but this is somebody that really very much admires you, and there's something that they have to say. Like, I almost get like the page energy with this. This person's not a page, but I get it as a kind of as a messenger. Like, this person has a message for you. They have something to say. They're very sweet in the way that they're looking forward to coming and speaking with you. this person, the energy that I get, it's like they know you, but I don't think that you know them. So I don't know how that works. Um, but excuse me, but they know you. I have like lint on my face. They know you, and they're coming to speak to you. And I don't know exactly what about. Maybe there's information and confirmation that you're going to get, but also the evil eye and blocked came up. I don't know if they know about things that were done to you. But no access. Yeah, there is no way. Like, whatever spell work, you don't have to worry about that anymore if you have been. There is someone that has knowledge, a feminine energy that has knowledge about maybe a soulmate or twin flame that you have in your energy. That doesn't mean that you've met this person. I don't even know if that's the same energy as the nice guy card. I almost feel like it's something separate, because remember I said I don't feel love, but I feel like this person is someone that is very kind and that they have information and they admire you very much, and they're looking forward to giving something to you. This could be information, but it's good news, and they're looking forward to meeting you because they know you somehow. Excuse me. But there is a feminine energy that has information, or not information, knowledge about a union that you're supposed to come into. So the twin flame card is something different. It's a union. The person is not here on the, so it's not this nice guy. But specifically, I'm getting that there is this feminine energy that is, I keep getting knowledge. She knows that there's something for you in the ways of love, and it's very upsetting. It's upsetting, but you're unbothered because you're like, deuces. Like it came out. I don't know why I just get a kick out of that. And so the enamor being, it could be, because I said I felt like it was supposed to be upright, but if it's in reverse, it has to do with the feminine energy, that she carries a negative energy, and she is deeply upset about this knowledge that she has, because no doubt she's been using divination. Otherwise, I keep hearing knowledge. She has knowledge. Why does she have information about you? This is not someone that's like in your life, or maybe she was in your life, but she's more of a stalker energy, because you're unbothered, so that you don't talk to this person. But this person has knowledge about, not even about a relationship that you're currently in, but about a union. So that to me says this person is spying on you through divination. You're really happy. And if you're not, you're about to be. Yeah, she's really pissed off. Like, really. I mean, you can be pissed. How do you sit there and just get so upset over another person's life that has nothing to do with you? I think that's it. I honestly, that might just be information for you to like stay unbothered because you're doing great. But I really just feel like I could have just ended it with all the love that was coming up on these other cards, because I got like, the universe has my back. But I've got so many love cards. I really just want to end it. Love, 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 love. Bye. Congrats. Bye.